When we talk about an orderly classroom, it's so easy to picture those perfectly aligned desks and color-coded bins, right? But what if that's missing the bigger picture? What if order is way more than just tidiness? What if it's actually a powerful, research-backed strategy for unlocking student focus and getting back our precious learning time? So today, let's break down that research and see how we can reclaim that time.
Okay, so first things first. To really get it, we need to understand the flip side of this. A disorganized classroom isn't just messy. It comes with a real, measurable cost. It's actively working against what we're all trying to do as educators. So let's get specific. I want you to think about your own classroom for a second, or maybe one you've been in. How much time do you think is really lost to simple things, like students hunting for materials or just messy transitions between activities? Go on, take a guess. Well, the research is pretty staggering. Studies are showing that upwards of 25% of instructional time can be completely lost. I mean, think about that. A quarter of your teaching time gone. Not to big behavioral issues, but just to transitions and looking for stuff. That is a huge loss that we can actually do something about. And this is exactly where setting up an orderly, predictable environment becomes a total game changer. It's the direct solution to getting that time back and, honestly, more importantly, helping our students find and keep their focus. Let's dig into why this works so well. Now, what's really cool about this is how all these benefits are connected. When you maximize instructional time because materials are just ready, you also cut down on the mental energy your students are wasting just trying to figure out, okay, what's next? This directly supports their focus and slashes distractions. And the result? A much more positive, structured atmosphere where students can finally shift their energy from, as the researchers say, reading the room, to reading to learn. And hey, this isn't just a nice idea or a theory. It's all grounded in some pretty solid research. Let's take a look at what the experts have actually found. Researcher Cara Hume makes such a crucial point here. It's not just about organizing things. It's about teaching the organization. We have to really think about how students are going to use the space, create these clear zones for different activities, and then, this is the key, we have to explicitly teach them how to use and maintain those zones. This kind of structured approach is especially powerful for learners with diverse needs, like our English language learners or students with autism. And the benefits? Oh, they go way beyond just the students. Melanie Unger's work really shows how wide the impact is. Just look at this. You've got peace of mind and more energy for the teacher. You've got real-time savings, fewer distractions for everybody. And it all leads to that one thing we're all aiming for: improved student performance. It's this amazing holistic system where an organized space supports the teacher's well-being, which then directly elevates student learning. Okay, so the research is clear. The benefits are undeniable. But how do we actually do it? How do we build this kind of effective, orderly environment in the real world? Well, luckily for us, the research doesn't just tell us why we should do it. It gives us a clear roadmap. It really all boils down to 3 key steps, 3 criteria for success.
All right, this is the core of it all. So let's really dig into these 3 steps. First up, evaluate the physical layout. Now, this isn't about becoming an interior designer. It's about being a detective in your own room. Just watch your students. Is there a traffic jam by the bookshelf every single time you switch to reading? Does getting a new pencil mean a student has to cross a super busy work area? You're looking for those little friction points that cause tiny, constant disruptions. Second, develop an access plan. Once you know the flow, you can make a plan. And look, that's just a fancy way of saying put the stuff people use the most in the easiest to get places. Think high-frequency materials, scratch paper, tissues, the turn-in bin. They need to be in an obvious, low-traffic spot so kids can get what they need without derailing the whole lesson. And number 3, involve your students. This might just be the most powerful step of them all. This is not about you creating a perfect system and just telling them to follow it. It's about building it with them. Yeah, let's just hang on to that 3rd step for a second because it's so important. When we involve students in this process, we're not just getting some help tidying up. We are giving them ownership. We're turning the classroom into our classroom. And what researchers find is that this deepens their connection, not just to the room itself, but to each other and to the value of the work they're doing together. It's a huge shift. So as we wrap up, it's pretty clear that classroom organization isn't just about aesthetics or classroom management. Not at all. It's about building the very foundation that all other learning stands on.
I mean, this quote from Melanie Unger really just says it all, doesn't it? An orderly environment isn't an optional extra. It is a non-negotiable prerequisite for effective teaching. Without it, even the most incredible lesson plan can completely fall apart. It's what ensures our tools are ready, our space works, and our students are actually primed to learn. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. It doesn't have to be some massive overhaul. Based on everything we've just talked about, what is one small, manageable change you can make this week to make your classroom just a little more predictable, a little more orderly, and a little more focused for your students?